Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra. I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and today's very special lecture. Today I want to address this lecture. This lecture is dedicated for my UPSC aspirant, to my all UPSC aspirant. Yesterday UPSC declared UPSC prelim result and many people, many aspirants who got success and many aspirants who got failed, but this is a motivational lecture for UPSC aspirant. This is a motivation for all the aspirants who are preparing for civil service. So before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavad Gita, because after reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you can understand about the importance of the motivation and how will you get a self motivation. You will surely come to know on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita after reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this is Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by S. Bhaktivedanta Srila Mahaprabhu from ISKCON temple. And I would have to say Srimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense pure book, the science and humanity. And I am trying to propagate a humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide. So, my dear UPSC aspirant, you are mentally strong, and this is the reason actually. This is why you are preparing for civil service. This is the reason you have started to prepare for civil service. So, success and failure both are part of life. And Lord Krishna here clearly stated, you all have to be karma yogi. Actually, we all have to be karma yogi. How? How to become a karma yogi? How to know? How to perform a prescribed duty without any expectation? Here Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind, Gopala, Kesava, Madhava clearly stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. What does Lord Krishna say in Srimad Bhagavad Gita? Lord Krishna motivated Arjuna before 5,000 years ago, before 5,000 years. But now, see, on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you can easily motivate yourself. Self motivation is more important. Nobody can motivate you unless you are not motivated by your own self. Self motivation is required, self induction is required. How will you perform is only based upon the self induction, self motivation. Nobody can motivate you. I am not here to motivate anybody. I am only here. What does Lord Krishna say in Srimad Bhagavad Gita? And how did Lord Krishna motivate to Arjuna in the battle of Mahabharata? Life is all about the battlefield. We are facing many challenges, we are facing many problems, we are also facing many issues. Some people have a parental issue, some people have a means like many issues, many challenges are there. But failure and success both are part of life. The person who is not deviated from his path, if you got a one failure, listen me very carefully. Listen my word very carefully. The person who is not deviated, the person who is not deviated from his path, if he got a one failure, and the person who is not consider him or herself as a paramount, as a superior, who got a one success, only that kind of person is known as a karma yogi, and karma yogi will get a success again and again in his life, in her life. So we all have to be karma yogi. And failure and success both are part of life. We just have to put our best effort. Krishna said, clearly stated in the battle of Mahabharata, when Arjuna started to cry, and Arjuna said, Madhav, I am not going to fight this battlefield because I am not going to do so, and started to cry. माधव मैं जीता तो भी हारा और हारा तो भी हारा तो मैं युद्ध क्यों करूं. So life is all about battlefield. Why we are preparing for civil service? What is the objective behind the preparing for civil service? Why you want to be IAS, IPS, IRS or any civil service? Why you want to enter in civil service examination? The reason, the objective should be big, and the objective should be motivated to you. So if you have a big objective, big goal, and if you have a strong intention, if you have strong determination, then I bet you nobody can push you down, nobody can back you, nobody can push you down, and nobody can let you down. So I would say you all have to prepare well. You don't have to deviate from your path, because success and failure both are part of life. Here Krishna clearly stated to Arjuna, when Arjuna started to cry and Arjuna denied, clearly denied, I am not going to fight this battlefield. Then Krishna said, Klebhyam masmagam partha ne tattva yupapadyate sudram radaya dobalya tekto uttishta parantapa. Hey Parantap Parth, hey Arjun, if you get conquer this battlefield, then you will get a heavenly planet which actually seized up by Kauravas, Duryodhanas. And if you get defeated, if you got defeated, then what will happen? You will get a heavenly planet of Lord Indra. You will get a heaven. So, Parth, it will be something like a win-win situation for you. So, you are not able to lose anything in this battlefield. So, fight this battlefield and leave everything, whatever remaining, whatever important or whatever fear in your mind, in your heart. This is what Lord Krishna said. Atva praptasya swargam chitva bhokshami mahima tasmada uttishta kaunteya yuddham kuru nischaya. Yeah, Krishna said yuddham kuru nischaya. So UPSC is a battlefield, and stand up, my dear all aspirant, UPSC aspirant, and fight this battlefield because you can do it, and you only can do it. The failure is a part of the success. You all can understand how the person who got a failure will surely get a success again. So Krishna said Krishna is always standing with those people who are very brave, who have a strong determination, who have a good intention for the society, for the people. Krishna will never let down his own devotee, his true devotee. So try to be Krishna devotee, try to be Karma Yogi. Krishna clearly stated, verse number 47, chapter number 2. Here Krishna clearly stated, Karmanyavadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana ma karma phal hetu rebu ma te sangoshva karmani. Here Krishna said, this is the most famous verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, most famous slok. Here Krishna clearly stated to all of us. Here Krishna said, you have right to perform your prescribed duty. You have right to do your karma. You have right to do your deeds, but you are not entitled to get any kind of result of your karma, because I myself reward you according to your karma. So never attach with your karma and never consider, never decide to not perform your prescribed duty. This is what Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana Govind Gopala Madhava clearly stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Krishna further said in verse number 8, chapter number 3. Verse number 8, chapter number 3. Here Krishna clearly said, नियतम कुरु कर्म त्वाम कर्म जाया ही अकर्मणः शरीर यत्रपि च तेन परिसद्यते न तो कर्मणः. ये कृष्णा मधुसूदन clearly said, perform your prescribed duty. Working is better than not working. Listen my word very carefully. This is the word of Lord Krishna. This is the word which were spoken by Lord Krishna before more than 5,000 years ago. Krishna clearly said, Arjuna, and Krishna actually messaged to all of us. Krishna clearly stated, you all are entitled, you have a right to perform your prescribed duty. Means perform your prescribed duty. Krishna clearly stated here, perform your prescribed duty. Working is better than not working. And no one can maintain his or her physical body without performing his or her physical prescribed duty. So Krishna clearly said, तुम्हारे पास दो ही ऑप्शन है, कर्म करोगे या नहीं करोगे, भूखे को खाना खिलाओगे या नहीं खिलाओगे. You don't have a third option. You only have a two option. Either you will perform your prescribed duty or you will not perform your prescribed duty. So my dear all UPSC aspirants, you have to decide after getting one failure or two failure or three failure whether you are going to perform your prescribed duty or not. If you perform your prescribed duty, then what will happen? You will surely get a success. If Lord Krishna will definitely put his supreme mercy on you, you will get a Lord Krishna's supreme grace, and always perform your prescribed duty, then Lord Krishna will definitely get a pleasure. Because I have created the human being. Krishna said, I have created the human beings. and I have given equal liberty to each and every living entity, and they have a right to perform only and only the prescribed duty. If 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 we all are entitled to perform only and only a prescribed duty, if we are not performing a prescribed duty, then we how can make happy the supreme creator of this entire universe, the supreme creator Lord Krishna. So this is in order to make Krishna happy, you just have to perform a prescribed duty. You have right to perform a prescribed duty, and you have right to put your best effort. You have right to do work hard, and without any expectation, without any kind of desire. I know, I can understand you have desire to be an IAS, IPS, but at the same time, what is the intention? What is the goal? What is the motto behind that? This is the most important, which actually motivate you. I am not here to motivate anybody. I am only here. What does Lord Krishna say in battle of in Srimad Bhagavad Gita and in the battle of Mahabharata before Arjuna? Here Krishna further said, Krishna here clearly stated how to be karma yogi and how to get rid of the particular lamentation. Means the particular person who got a failure, that particular person will surely get too much lamentation, depression, and also too much stress. People have started to criticize, but at the same time, you don't have to consider any criticism. I know very well your family member will start to criticize about you. Means if you got a fail, then your family member, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, everybody will talk about you. या इसमें कुछ नहीं है, उसको कुछ नहीं आता है, तीसरी बार फेल हो गया, हो गई. So this is, you don't have to consider. And Krishna here said in verse number, chapter number 2 is very important, and you have to read. I am requesting to all of you, my dear all UPSC aspirant, please do read Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Start to read Srimad Bhagavad Gita and get motivated, because self motivation is required, and nobody can motivate you as Srimad Bhagavad Gita motivate you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita will help you to get self motivation. So here Krishna clearly stated. What does Lord Krishna say? Krishna say here in verse number 48. Here Krishna said, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyakta dhananjaya siddhiya siddhyo samabhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Here Krishna clearly said, perform your prescribed duty. Listen my word very carefully. What is yoga? The definition of yoga. Here Krishna clearly mentioned. Here Krishna said, perform your prescribed duty equiposed, whether you will get a failure, success, happiness and distress, and also auspicious or inauspicious thing. You don't have to consider anything. Happiness, failure, happiness, sadness, happiness or misery, failure or success, auspicious or inauspicious thing. You have to keep yourself equiposed. The stage of the steady mind. Perform your duty equiposed, abandoning all the attachment to success or failure. Perform only and only a prescribed duty. Abandon, listen my word very carefully, abandon all the attachment to success or failure. Such a equanimity of mind, that is called yoga. And the yogic person will surely get a success in his life, in her life, again and again. So you all have to be karma yogi. Like Krishna said, be karma yogi, then you will get a success. When nobody can disturb you. Whether success will not disturb you or failure will not disturb you. So you have to keep equiposed in both conditions, whether you will get a success or failure, whether happiness or distress, and whether auspicious or inauspicious things are come across in your life. Like Krishna further said, Buddhi Yukta Jahatiya, verse number 50, chapter number 2. Here Krishna said, Buddhi Yukta Jahatiya, Ube Sukruto Duskrute, Tasmad Yoga Yujasva, Yoga Karmasu Kausalam, Yoga Karmasu Kausalam. Here Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana, Govind Gopala Madhava clearly stated here, a man engaged in the devotional services read himself both good and bad reaction even in this life. If you engage in Krishna devotion, if you engage to follow the supreme instruction of Lord Krishna, which are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, then you can read off, you can read off the both good and bad reaction even in this life. Success or failure will not disturb you, not elated you. not deviated you from your path. Therefore, strive for yoga. The strive for equanimity of mind is required most, which is the art of all our karma. Karma, yoga karma su kausalam. Karma is there, and you have to just follow that particular, perform your prescribed duty, follow the particular karma. कर्मज बुद्धि युक्ता हि फल त्यक्ता मनीषिणः जन्म बंध विनिमुक्ता पद गच्छन्तम अन्यनम. ये कृष्णा फर्दर से वर्ष नंबर 51 chapter number 2. Here Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana clearly stated here, by engaging in the devotional services, by engaging to follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita in your daily life, and the great sages or the devotees free themselves from the result of work in the material world. You can make yourself free from the all kind of result of work, your prescribed duty. In this way, they become free from the cycle of the birth and death, attain the state beyond all the miseries. You can attain the state beyond all the miseries. So try to be karma yogi and perform your prescribed duty. Then only you will surely get a success in your life. Neither failure nor success will deviate you from your path if you become a karma yogi. So perform your prescribed duty without keeping any expectation. Krishna here clearly stated, if you keep expectation, then you will get a declination. How? Krishna clearly stated, ध्यायितो विश्यान पुंसः संग से तु पजायते संगात संजायते कामा कामात क्रोधो विंजायते क्रोधात भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति हिंसात बुद्धि नाशो बुद्धि नाशात प्रणश्यति. कृष्ण यहाँ पे कहते हैं क्लियरली, फल की आशा से कामना प्रकट होती है और कामना का तो स्वभाव है असंतोष्टि. असंतोष के कारण क्रोध जन्म लेता है, क्रोध के कारण मोह जन्म लेता है, मोह के कारण व्यक्ति आचार और व्यवहार का ज्ञान ही भूल जाता है, ज्ञान के चले जाने से बुद्धि चली जाती है, अनुचित प्रकार के कार्य होने लगते हैं और अंत में ऐसा व्यक्ति का पूर्ण रूप से पतन हो जाता है. फल की आशा से कामना प्रकट होती, इच्छाएं प्रकट होती है. So your expectation will definitely responsible. Your desire is responsible for your material bondage and responsible for your happiness and distress. So your success and failure only decided because of your expectation and desire. If your expectation is fulfilled or completed, your desire has been completed, then you will become happy and people will consider that you are success because you are trying to fulfill the expectation of the people. लोगों को आपके साथ expectation जुड़ी होगी when you started to prepare for civil service examination. So this is what people are only seeing the success. People are not seeing how much struggle you have been gone through to get a success, to obtain a success. But people are only after getting success, people will stand for you. But when you are struggling, nobody can stand for you. Nobody want to stand with you and stand for you. So Lord Krishna is with you. Whether you will get a success or failure, Lord Krishna will never leave your hand. Lord Krishna will never let you down. So keep a supreme faith. Keep your supreme faith on Lord Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, Madhusudan Mukunda, Murari, Krishna Vasudev. Then Krishna further said, verse number 56, this kind of quality we have to obtain in order to get a success, in order to retain the success. Dukhesu anuvigdha manaha, sukhesu vigataspo vitaraga bhaya krodha, sthita dhir munir uchyate. Yeah, Krishna said, the person who is not disturbed in the mind, even amidst the threefold of the miseries, or elated when there is a happiness, you neither have to elated nor get a miseries. Who is free from the attachment, fear and anger. When you become free from the attachment, fear and anger, then you will surely become you will surely become or considered as a sage of the steady mind, the steady intelligence. You have to acquire the steady intelligence. So unless you will not make yourself free from the attachment, fear and anger, you are not able to get a success in your life, because adventure is required, strong determination is required, and here you have to develop absorption power, tolerance power. If you get a fail, then what kind of reaction you will have to give with yourself, how will you treat yourself, because success and failure both are part of life, but both are not everything, because If you got a success in UPSC, then you will. It means that doesn't mean you will get a success in your life. Your UPSC success doesn't mean your success of life, and UPSC failure doesn't mean the failure of your life. So keep this word in your mind and prepare well for next attempt. And Krishna clearly said, and I just want to tell you, I just have to guide you one thing. When after listening of entire Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna motivated. Arjuna said, माधव जिसको मारना मैं मार दूंगा, अब मुझे कोई नहीं रोक सकता. Now, after reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you are like Arjuna, and you are there. You are in the battlefield of UPSC. अब आ जाओ UPSC आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ. मैं देखता हूँ, मैं देखती हूँ ऐसा करके. So here Arjun was verse number 73. Here Krishna, here Arjun said, Nashta moho smriti labda tat prasadam Krishna. Verse number 73, chapter number 18. Here Krishna, here Arjun said to Krishna, Nashta moho smriti labda tat prasadam Krishna. Stita samgata sandeha karishya vachanam tava. Karishya vachanam tava. Arjun here clearly said, my dear Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, the supreme personality of Godhead, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. Arjun said clearly after reading, after understanding, and after listening Srimad Bhagavad Gita from the mouth of Lord Krishna. Here, Arjuna said, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I have regained my memory by your mercy. And I am now firm and free from the doubts, and I prepare to act according to your instruction. Madhav, आप जो भी बोलोगे करिष्य वचनम तवा. So you UPSC aspirant have to understand and also promise yourself kariष्य वचनम तवा. And whenever you feel something like a bad, something like a depressed, something like a stress, open Srimad Bhagavad Gita randomly and start any verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita randomly, because each and every verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is capable enough to motivate you for to introduce or to induce self motivation in your body, in your mind, in your heart. So keep reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita and follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita in daily life. And after reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, what kind of benefit you will get? You will get Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Here Sanjay stated after actually at the same time Sanjay actually listened Srimad Bhagavad Gita from the mouth of Lord Krishna, because of he got a Divya Drashti. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mamaha. Wherever Krishna, there is a Krishna. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all the mystics. Wherever Lord Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be affluence. There will certainly be affluence, victory, extraordinary power, and also moral values, and also ethics, and also character. You will get a character, moral values, ethics, the victory, affluence, supreme wealth. You will get everything. You will get a victory after reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita in your daily life and never get demotivated, because Krishna is there. Krishna here asks you to perform your prescribed duty and don't have to think about failure or success, happiness or distress, and also auspicious or inauspicious things. This is what Madhusudan stated. This is what Krishna stated. This is what Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana Govind Gopala Madhava clearly stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So I hope you all can understand and wish you all the best for your mains examination. And who got failed, don't worry. Wish you all the best for your next attempt. But keep reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I hope your next attempt will be too good and you will get a success. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Radhe.